Hey, hello. You look very small today. Also, I can't hear you. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Sammy's getting her volume figured out, but we are so excited to be here. This is Tim Lockie calling in with AI4AnyoneLIVE. If you haven't followed us before, Sammy, Zoss, and I hop on and mostly make fun of each other and anything else that we feel like making fun of. And today that means that Sammy, who is actually the more prepared one, is just having some computer problems. So I'm going to do the cold open here and say how excited we are to have you join us. Really looking forward to today's topic, which is going to be all about Google Meet, which I have to be honest, I've been not real excited about Google Meet because I don't know, it's just not that great in my experience. However, Sammy, who really knows a lot about this stuff, is saying it's time to take another look. So here we are. That's what we're going to be doing. And I think Sammy is back. There you are. Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I absolutely can.
The full panic that was my screen. Oh, look, fingers crossed. Luckily, I have two computers with me today. So you know what? If I need a swap, I need a
perfect.
Swap.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Here's the deal. I actually have been pretty bullish on bearish, whatever's the against it on.
No, let's settle this because it's always confusing to me. It's like right and left. So
yes.
Bear is bad and bull is good.
Yes.
So which one have you been, bearish or bullish about it?
Bearish on Google Meet.
Yeah. Right, because it was okay. It's just been crap, right? Like it just has been.
It kind of has. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay. But you're saying that it's better. Hey, Dan. Hi, Megan.
Getting better. Ooh, I gotta pull the chat up so I can see. Oh, hi everybody. Miss you guys. We should have some additional friends joining us today. One of the resources we're sharing today came from one of my former colleagues, one of my actual graduate assistants back at Dakota State. He sent it to me this morning and I was like, oh, I can't wait to share this on the live. So excited to see some people today. But no, and you'll see me, like I said, I'm on because of it. We're doing Google Meet today. You can imagine like trying to screen share is not like the easiest thing. And then of course my computer goes down in the middle of all of it. So we'll see how this goes. But I've got like I said, that's why I have the two setups today. But Google Meet has sort of gotten a bad rep. And like we said, it's felt rightfully so. I've been forced to kind of use it a lot more with actually one of our colleagues, Matt Henry, who owns Ascendably. He uses Google Meet with his company because, like a smart person, Matt's like, I have the Google Workspace. I need to use what's in front of me, not pay for additional. And so this is sort of like our chance to relook at it and take a second stab at it, because what it allows you to do is things that, like, Tim, if we think about what you and I pay for just to capture meetings, we've got, so we both pay for Google, like I pay for personal, and then I'm on your business, like I'm on the Human Stack business one. We pay for Zoom for Human Stack. And we're trying out a few. So we've got a few meeting recorders, but there's at least one external meeting recorder, right? And yes, Zoom can technically record and transcribe. I would argue that we're sort of in a similar spot with Zoom where we don't love that part of what they offer either. And so today I'm really excited to show you what it looks like to use Google Meet. And instead of those three different things, it's all within your infrastructure. And then it's saved automatically in where your filing system is. I mean, there's definitely still room for improvement, but it's such a great example of, as it starts to continue to improve, this is going to make that like super small team so much more like powerful. And I actually really am excited to show you the different sort of settings that Google Meet has. So it's not just straight, I'm going to record it and then there's this recording out there somewhere of me. They've got different options. So
all right, perfect.
I'm excited to get into it. I want you to talk about this 12 weeks to Giving Tuesday first. while I log into Tim's actually set up a Google Meet already, so I'm going to sign into it on this computer while he tells us about Giving Tuesday.
Okay, Giving Tuesday's comms team is putting together a participate page for all of the run up from now until Giving Tuesday. So that was 12 weeks to go, but now it's more like 9, I think. Like, things are moving, people. So I don't know if you are paying attention to it, but I really love the work that they're doing there. And you can go there, hop in, and take a look and follow along. Every week, they're going to be laying out what's next in terms of how to prepare for your Giving Tuesday campaign. And I worked with a team, some to see behind the scenes what they're providing and what they're thinking about, and it is a really good lineup. So we just wanted to call attention to that, say to our friends at Giving Tuesday, hi, and thank you for all this amazing content that you're putting out there and helping everybody raise money for Giving Tuesday. And not just one Giving Tuesday, but every Tuesday can be Giving Tuesday. I was just listening to Mallory last week talk at a conference in
Erickson,
Montana,
who is co-founder of Fundraising AI and the founder and CEO of Practivated.
Author of What the Fundraising and podcast host for What the Fundraising podcast. Absolutely. And one of the observations that she made is, of course, people give more at year end. People ask more at year end. That donations and generosity is a response action to a prompt. So it's perfect that we're talking about AI and prompts and Giving Tuesday here. So if you haven't followed that, please do take a look at it. And then did we want to talk about the OpenAI?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you lead that one?
This is actually, so my friend that I was telling you about, Subhash Mahat, who is a graduate of Dakota State University, he sent me this morning and he was like, hey, I don't know if you've seen this. And I'm going to be honest, I hadn't really seen this. So OpenAI has like their own little academy. And within that academy, they have a specific nonprofit academy in there. Full disclosure, like I said, I got this link this morning and I added it to what we're talking about today as far as like hey, everyone should check this out. I look forward to being able to explore it maybe on an episode in the future. But I wanted to give a shout out to Subhash. Super excited and grateful for him sharing those resources. And also, this is a completely free resource. So anyone that's using OpenAI in nonprofit, this at least gives you some guidelines. There's like courses on ethical and responsible use. There's also courses on just like prompting for fundraising and best practices in nonprofit and using AI. So just some fun things there. And actually some of it, Tim, I think we would have been exposed to by the same folks who created that. They were actually presenting at the Fundraising AI Summit this last a couple weeks ago. So cool. Yeah, super pumped. Loved having it. And shout out to Subhash. I'm going to tag him here really quick, actually, because love when people share those resources with us. And he's one of my favorite humans. So it's also really fun for me to be able to give him an extra shout out. All right. Well,
okay, wait, there's some other shout outs happening out here for some updates that have happened. So Dan Kershaw just put out something about Sora 2. He sent this around yesterday. I had a really busy day and finally, like yesterday afternoon, got a chance to watch it. And the opening video for that is just crazy. Sora 2 is really interesting, and it's an app you can download on your phone. Can't put it on your computer. So very interesting there.
Which Sora is OpenAI's video
generator. Yep. Right. And Sora 1 was really interesting. Do you remember when we were all mocking like all of the video stuff that was coming out and people would have like 9 hands or they do gymnastics and people would just like grow legs in order to
remember when we did that for photo? Like that wasn't even that long ago, let alone the video piece. And now we're like, oh, that's actually awesome. Yes. I will say someone that all three of us, including Dan, follow, which is Nate Jones. He put out sort of like a last minute, it was like at 6:30 last night. He was like, bonus article for today. He pops out an article every day. And his was basically kind of like Sora 2 is like, okay. So I actually haven't played in it because I'm like, well, my expert says it's meh. And so I'm not wasting my time on it. So you and Dan are like, it's amazing. And I'm like, oh, it's probably crap. I have no idea. But that's how hard I roll for Nate Jones, apparently.
It's also really interesting to watch. As somebody mentioned this one time, they just said, whenever one of the frontier platforms puts out a new thing, then all the other ones just like throw out their stuff as well. And I'm noticing, I thought, no, that's just kind of conspiracy, theorist. But no, they're definitely parking inventory,
Oh, yes.
not waiting around for someone to push something out so that they can steal the limelight, because there was a huge, there's gem sharing that came out, then Sora 2 came out, then Sonnet 4.5 came out. So all these things are just trying to hit the news cycle and stay in front. So anyway, yeah.
Megan is also a fan of Nate Jones. I adore her so much. Dudes, I subscribed because you said
I know, I love that.
I'm gonna put that on my resume, actually.
Yeah, no, Nate is really worth. Nate is really interesting.
I do actually have a QR code for him. We literally keep this up because it's one that we recommend so often.
Absolutely.
So, and it's one that there is a paid version and it is worth it. He gives like templates and straight like Google Docs of the things that he's offering. Like it is well worth it there. So check it out if you want to. That's not really like we don't get anything from that.
And there is, I think this is worth, because Dan just said, Gemini 3 this week or next. Yes, it is worth just noting that there will not be a way to keep up with tech in the future.
Correct.
Now, this is a permanent acceleration. And I know what I'm saying there when I say that. And that is just so important to understand. I know, like, I'm going to stand on my brand here with the human stack and say, in a world where the future of tech is so unpredictable, people that spend all of their time staying up on it can't stay up on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is more important than ever to regulate nervous systems and create culture to manage that inside of organizations. So
I completely agree. And I want to get into the content here quickly, but I do want to say, so Tim posted something on LinkedIn yesterday. You were essentially asking like, what's more important, tools or skills? And I was really kind of just being a pain more than I was saying what I completely believed. But I think there's an important distinction to make between skills, culture, and tools. Because what you're saying, I absolutely agree with. But in your post, I'd actually commented that I think tools are going to outgrow our skills because they have to. So like your comments about prompting, being good at prompting will soon be irrelevant. Like that's not true for everyone, but for most of us, it will be true.
Yeah.
I feel the same about the skills piece is like, well, eventually the tools are going to get ahead of our ability even to upskill in that area. We have to have, what's the word where, oh gosh, it's like an academic word.
Oh, well, don't ask me.
It's like, whatever, fluency is not the right word, but like you have to have fluency in understanding how to.
Literacy.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You need to have like AI literacy, but not necessarily like specific skills within AI and some of that. So I just think that's what's so crazy awesome about all of that. I want to make sure I hit join. There we go. I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to repeat for you, echo for you. But the culture, I think your point, the human stack is above all. But I know
and it's the coordination of skills together, right?
Yes.
It's not that everybody needs to know everything. It is that a few people need to know it really well. It's like a bookkeeper, right? Because there's a bookkeeper, not everybody has to be financially literate at the same level. They don't have to, know everything about accounting. And I think that's really what I'm talking about, is that organizations need to coordinate more than create a high level of competencies. That's not to say I do think everybody should be learning base skills, how to use everything in a frontier LLM, all the tools, that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm so excited about Google Meet. Let's hop into it.
Okay. So Tim started actually a Google Meet at the beginning of this call. So it's going to be super confusing as to where we're, because you're seeing Tim twice right now. And that's just going to be the confusion that it is.
This is my Google, this is the Google Meet. And what I thought I would do is I thought I would turn off my screen here. So you're not seeing me there.
Perfect.
So I can do that.
And then I made yours a little smaller just because when it's filling the full page, we can't see the edge pieces, which is where some of this is, like where some of our work today will be. You also turned your camera off on Google Meet. So now
I know. Here's what I want to do. I want to just like for a second show people, okay, what's on my screen right now is Google Meet.
Yes.
And then we are on the side in Restream. What I really want to do is share my Restream window with Google Meet and then see what happens, because that would be crazy. Okay. All right.
Plus, it looks like I'm in a different Google Meet than you. So let me get into that one while you do that.
So I'm going to share this. You guys are going to see behind the scenes what Restream looks like. Yeah, here we go.
Restream's cool.
Yeah, I'm not going to share the audio here. Okay. So now there it goes. Just infinite. All right, I'm gonna stop that craziness.
I need to enter in this code for this meeting.
Okay, great.
While you're doing that, I would love. So one of the things we're going to talk about today is the Gemini. Like we're talking about the Gemini features within Google Meet, of course. I would love for you to click. I think you have more access than others because of your fancy Ultra. So first, I want you to click that pencil button up in the top corner.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're seeing here is, and this shows up in multiple areas. It shows up when you're trying, and I took screenshots as I was joining so people could see it. So I'll share my screen over here in just a moment. But what it's saying is, hey, would you like to take notes? I was gonna say, where'd you go? Okay. Yeah. It's saying, would you like to take notes? Go ahead and hit start taking notes.
Okay.
Now so you see up there, it says transcribing. At any point in time, you can hit stop transcribing, which is super awesome.
Cool. Okay.
I'm going to turn my camera off and join. I'll turn it on. We can make it really confusing.
There you are. Okay. So in the sidebar is Sami and I in Restream, and on the main video is Sami and I in Google Meet.
So confusing. Okay, so this Ask Gemini, super awesome. No one else has access to it yet. So we're going to talk about that at the end of the episode, because I don't want people to get starstruck by it just yet, because there are tools that are available today that people can take advantage of. But what this Ask Gemini is a future, sort of a future opportunity for what we're doing. So can you just hit got it?
Yeah, I will. I just want to, I'm checking with Dan Kershaw, who said that they can't see anything. So.
Oh.
Are we still recording? Let's double check that.
Says end stream.
Okay, good. We're still live. Yeah, we're still live.
I'll text Dan too, so we can get faster.
All right. Thanks, Dan, for that feedback. Let's just find out if that's a Dan thing or if that's an everybody thing. So if you can give us a thumbs up in there, if you can see, that'd be good. Megan or others.
I have the live on my other computer right now, and it does show.
Okay, good. Great. All right. We're gonna keep moving forward then here. Okay. One question I have is Ask Gemini. Is that something you can turn on your end, or is that a host only feature?
So this is the feature. I don't want to spend too much time on Ask Gemini, only because I don't have it. You do. Like, you have to pay for Ultra right now to even have it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It won't even be available until late November for most folks.
Got it. Okay.
And so that being said, once transcription is on your computer, I feel like I need to talk to this. Once transcription is on your computer, you should then be able to turn that on for everyone. So then if you were to turn on take notes for me and I join the meeting late, I should be able to hit that button and say, catch me up.
Okay, great.
That sort of thing. And since you started the meeting, funny enough, you're going to see it's going to give you an infinity window here for just a second. But it up here.
Oh my gosh. I'm like in so many places now. What are you doing? What is happening here?
Okay, so ignoring that piece, I'm going to show my screen anyway. Love that. But ignore the crazy window here and just see up here. I don't actually have access to this unless Tim started the meeting. So because you have Ultra, I do have the ability to do this.
Cool.
Right. So
well, let's turn it on. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Ask Gemini.
While Tim does that, since I am sharing my screen, I'll share my whole screen so you can see some of the options that had shown up prior to me joining the meeting. I took some screenshots here. Which pause. So
it's saying that there's no meeting content available right now.
Well, because there isn't. It's not gathered enough.
Okay. It's just started transcribing then?
Yep. So it's taking notes and it will keep going.
Okay. Interesting. All right, cool.
That's hilarious. It goes, you left the meeting. It says, I don't like you.
Why did it leave the meeting?
This is my old computer.
Oh,
computers just hate me today.
All right. While you're getting ready on your other computer, I want to just like click on some other stuff that I'm seeing here just to poke around. So
yes, please.
Host controls, host management lets you restrict what contributors can enable, like Gemini notes and recording if available, and lets you appoint co-hosts. Okay, cool. Send reactions, turn on their microphones, turn on their video, breakout room controls. Breakout rooms.
Yeah, breakout rooms. I guess they've had that for a while. If you want to find, I'm not going to worry about my other computer.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Show you aren't a huge issue.
Yeah.
You actually click the three buttons next to the end button.
Okay.
Next to the end. Nope. Well, actually, yeah, hit meeting tools. That works too.
Sure.
Okay, so if you scroll down, those are some third-party add-ons. Google has
what? HubSpot app for Google. That is okay.
Like that.
This is we're not moving on yet. Okay, cool.
These aren't relevant to the
AI. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay. Breakout rooms.
Breakout rooms, polls, and QA aren't relevant to Gemini, but they are relevant to Google Meet in general. And they are exactly what they sound like. They are the ability to split into smaller groups. They are the ability to make quick polls and give everyone the option to do a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
We're already transcribing, so click transcripts. It already says that, right? So sweet. We're going to hit back. Go ahead and hit recording. Start recording the meeting.
Okay.
So now everyone who's in there can see that it's recording and transcribing, which those are very, not very new, but those are different. In other organizations, or like we use Fireflies or Fathom, it rarely lets us do one without the other. This lets us separate the two, right? So you could transcribe. And if you get into, so now if you hit hit your pencil button up by the Gemini icon, hit settings right there. Scroll down. Sorry, I may have had you click the wrong one. Go to the three dots by the end button.
You keep saying three dots by the end button, and I have
end
this
call.
one, right? That?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, good.
Okay. Hit manage recording. It allows you to
include captions. Also stop transcribing.
That's just if you want to switch them.
Okay.
I just wanted to point that out because you can actually control those settings right in the call, which I love that I can do all of this without leaving the infrastructure that I'm in, right?
Yeah, right.
Like it's absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna pivot us one screen really quickly because I've got a link I want to show.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen here.
Oh, use phone for audio. I think that's new.
Oh, go ahead. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go into video yet. That's one I want to show you here in just a second.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
I don't want you to see
I'll stop poking around. All right.
That's like oh my God, I didn't realize it could do this.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Now I'm dying.
Okay, so a couple things that we just sort of went over with you, Tim, but I want to be able to like really spell it out for everybody. You can see the take notes for me. That's what Tim sort of has turned on. And once we get more, we'll be able to actually see what those notes are. I actually have a version that I can show you what the notes will be. I shared, or yeah, I took a recording of last week's episode and put it in a Google Meet, and it's really funny to look at those notes. So this sort of walks you how to do all of that. That's great. But what it does is I wanted to make sure people knew where we got this, and it's got some of these frequently asked questions, right? So everyone can see the summary so far. I think that's really important to show everyone. So if you've started transcription, someone pops in and you're like continuing a meeting from earlier or didn't end a meet and start a new one, those are the sorts of things like everyone can see those. The notes doc will actually it'll create a Google Doc in your Google Drive. And I want to show you what that looks like right now from the one that I just built. So it creates this. You can set it to file to a certain location, but you can see over here, there's the transcript, which you can see all of me talking about. It says my presentation because I was screen sharing. And so if you click this, it just goes right over to that tab. The recording actually will pull you out to where the recording actually lives. So if people, like if you do really want to, you can see me just looking an absolute fool there. If you do want to be able to see the recording, like actually have the video, you can do that there. But then it creates this summary, right? Which, because there weren't suggested next steps, no big deal. But what I love about this is it automatically creates that summary piece that so many people need. Now, Tim, you and I have different types of meetings where we want to control the different types of summaries that we get. But for the most part, this is perfect for people.
Yeah. And you can do that in other tools pretty straightforward.
Yes, so, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're like that nonprofit that's got that $0 budget, I mean, this opens up your opportunities so much. And you can actually turn off the transcription and just have the notes. So if you were to, if we go back to your screen, I'm trying hit stop transcription really quickly.
Okay. I've lost that meeting. It's like buried in.
Oh,
okay. No, I got it. I'm good. Nope, got it. Oh, did I do it though?
Nope.
Stop transcription. Okay.
Nope. Don't.
Nope.
There you go.
So there. Okay, good.
So now what it'll do is it would stop the transcription from there. You could also stop the recording. But if you click where the summary was, where it's taking notes.
Is that here?
Yep.
It's still taking notes.
Yep. It's still, it needs a good like 10, 15 minutes, if not more, to really like
get. So this is the answer to data retention policies and people being nervous
about transcriptions.
About transcriptions living long-term in their data systems.
Yes.
I have not seen this level of granularity before.
And
I don't think anybody even thinks about I feel like I'm only thinking about this because of Jennifer Owens talking about all of this data retention and other conversations I'm in now. But in the last 4 months has become a really important conversation.
Really big piece. And so this is where you can say it only takes a summary. It does not take a transcript.
Very cool. Okay.
I do want to show you guys. So because I know it's taking ours a little bit here, I want to show you, and I can read these. This is a screenshot of the summary so far from when I was screen recording and sharing the YouTube video from last week. My favorite is you can hear, like, so in the beginning, I said, Sami began the meeting by attempting to share a screen, but internet connection was not strong enough. Then it says the presentation then discussed Ipsy bags and foundation using a metaphor for covering imperfections. They continued to discuss McGriddles and their preferences for bagels and sausage.
Like, wait, what? Oh, this is from last week.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Just that pure awesome. Chaos. So I wanted to show folks that it does really, like, but that it's not giving a word for word. It's saying like they debated bacon over sausage for McGriddles and this, that, and the other thing. Really quick to back it up, because Megan had said, can you say that again about the nonprofit budget? The biggest difference here, Megan, and those listening, is the idea that you can, from start to finish, keep a meeting. You can book a meeting in Google, have a Google Meet. You can have it record, transcribe, and summarize, or pick and choose which of those you want, which Tim and I were just talking from that granularity. You could just have it summarize, which is so wonderful. And then it takes those notes and then save all of that to your Google Drive, all while not costing you any more than you pay today if you're in Google. Like, that's the killer piece, is that with no added cost, you're then adding this much more benefit, which Tim and I we've got a Zoom, we've got other meeting notes that we put on, that sort of things. Like,
but that's for production, right? Like, I mean, it makes sense given, like in Zoom, I don't even know if you know this. This is like not on topic, but in Descript, I can pull in Zoom and it will give me 4 different cameras to work with inside of Descript. That's really handy.
Oh.
So I can have like screen share only. I can have screen share in gallery. I can have gallery, and I can have speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that is really handy for post-production, but I think that's a very edge use case if you're trying to create content out of Zoom, Zoom recordings, which not everybody's doing.
Okay, well, let's go back to find your Google Meet.
Yes. Okay, good.
And make sure you stay in the call.
No, stay in the call. Like, it's like, hey, are you still there? You should leave now.
That button up there is purple now. Does that mean there's a summary for us?
Oh, it doesn't look like it still. Nope. But maybe we can ask. Can we do catch me up?
Try it. Yeah. Since you have access to this. What does it say? No. Oh, you know why? You're muted.
Oh!
It's catching no information.
It is catching no information.
Yeah.
It is catching no information.
Okay, well, that's super fun.
Okay, so I've got one other thing, and I don't want to, if you were planning on talking about this, I don't know if you.
Well, you get to do your thing after my thing.
Oh, okay, go. You do your thing.
Hit the 3 buttons.
Okay.
Backgrounds and effects, please.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Scroll down. You can generate a background.
Oh my gosh. Sci-fi room. Yeah.
What is the scenes? I didn't even see the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing Bridge of the Death Star.
I thought you'd like that.
Please. Actually, if I do that, it'll probably mess it up. Okay. I want to be on the Bridge of the Death Star here. Is it doing? Yeah, it's generating this.
It's generating. Okay, so while it's generating, what is that no scene? What's that drop down?
I like my background, so
oh, down there. Oh my gosh.
No, that's not it. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, I just thought of another one. But I can't spell millennium. Okay, people, I'm sorry. I just can't spell anything. And among them is millennium. So I don't even know. Millennium, Falcon,
close.
Cockpit with Chewie. All right. Let's see if Chewbacca shows up in this too.
Golly.
I know. Did you just say golly?
Yes.
I would be more embarrassed about that than not being able to spell
not millennium. The spelling that you should be embarrassed by.
All right. This is very fun.
While it's generating.
Yeah, I think you can't interrupt it. I think that's what I did before.
No, those ones before were its answer.
What? Okay. Well, we'll just try this out.
I'll just say, just click one.
I want to use this one. Use background. Okay. Can I use this? How do I use the background now?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
How cool is that?
Oh my gosh.
That is really fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now. Look at that. Wait, there's Chewie. Chewie.
This is so funny.
That is great.
Quit it.
Yeah, I I think I have to scoot way back for this now. Here.
Yeah.
There we go. There.
Okay, well, there's one more video enhancement that you can do here.
Okay, all right. I'm in.
So
what's the next one?
Scroll down, please.
Background and effects again?
I don't believe so. But just scroll down. Yeah, let me see.
Sorry, I just saw something and I definitely want
yep,
to.
it is that.
Oh, is this it?
Yes.
Okay. Studio look.
Actually,
your lighting, portrait touch up. Okay.
So what it actually, where Gemini works into this actually is in the green screen before you join. So would you be willing to share your screen still, end this meeting and start another one, but before you actually enter it?
No, I think I could still do it, right? Can I still do a green screen?
It's just in the greens. Like they called it.
I see. Gotcha. Screen. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm going to end this and I'll start a new one. Is that what you want?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
All right. Return to home screen.
Can I click rejoin or do I need to do a different one? Oh, let's just do a new meeting. Okay, here we go. Start an instant meeting.
This is what I'm worried about. It automatically puts you in it though.
In what?
In the meeting. We need the pause before the meeting.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
So go ahead and end.
Do you want me out of this background?
I don't care. That's up to you.
All right. All right. I'll stay here for now. Okay. So I'm leaving.
Yep. So go ahead and leave.
Okay. All right.
Return to home.
Yeah.
New meeting.
Okay.
Schedule in Google Calendar. Create one
for now. Okay.
For you and me or whatever.
Now for testing AI4AnyoneLIVE. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And this is happening not at 10, but at 9:45. Okay. It's 4 minutes from now. So that'll be perfect.
Perfect. Now we only see Google Meet, just so you know. Okay, there it is. Now come back to the screen. Click that Meet Now for testing. This is the green screen they're talking about.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So you see that little image in the bottom right-hand corner of your, yes.
Yeah. Do I want to pull down my green screen? I actually have a green screen in here.
No, it doesn't say it. Well, I guess it's in the green room before you join your meeting.
Oh, the green room. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, no, you don't need a green screen.
Yeah. Okay. That's
so you could generate backgrounds from this view. You can also go to, that's where you can also do the appearance studio look.
Okay. Right.
Oh my gosh. What did you just add that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's not actually. This isn't real, Sammy. Don't worry about it.
Quit. Just worse.
All right. What else am I checking out here?
Hover over your image.
Okay.
Maybe hit exit out of the backgrounds and effects thing.
Okay. All right.
Now hover over your image and see. No, it's just that button. I wanted to see if there was multiple buttons there or not. But this backgrounds and effects is the secondary sort of fun part of generative AI in Google Meet.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a couple of other things here that are really cool. Join and use phone for audio. I think that's new. I have not seen that before. I don't think
I haven't either.
Call in. I don't know what present means. What does that mean? Or use companion mode.
So maybe instead of your video, it literally goes straight to there's Tim's meeting recorder.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Companion mode is.
Okay.
My job is to know the AI stuff. Pause really quick. Pause.
Okay.
Use Gemini to take notes shows up for everyone as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can turn things on and off, or you can make it automatically take notes in your settings. But just so folks know, that's something that when I was going to join your meeting, it popped up for me as well.
Got it.
So I love the generative background though. I just think that's so funny. And
I think that is very cool. How do I remove any backgrounds? There we go. Remove all. Yeah.
All right. So
okay.
I'm pulling the screen share away.
One last thing that you haven't mentioned, and so I'm really curious about this. Okay, I'm gonna hop in and join now. I'm gonna take myself off of that. Is that I think, and I heard this, and I'm really curious about this, but I think that people in Google Meet can hear meetings in another language. So if
Oh,
I am in Spanish, or if I speak Spanish and I join a meeting, I think I can hear it in Spanish almost in real time. If anybody knows about that and they could confirm it, I would love to know. But I think that is, I know I've heard that. I just haven't tried it, so I don't know if that's true or not. But that would be absolutely incredible. So
yeah, I'm trying to look it up here and see.
Dan's point is so true that the
I
worst
know.
AI you'll ever use is today. Like that is true.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see it
I want
here.
to just, okay. I don't want them to no deny. Okay, good. Now it goes away. Right. Yeah. I'm assuming that you would set your language here. So let's just see general.
What about audio?
Might be an audio. Call control. Yeah. I'm gonna check into that because I think that the possibilities that opens are just so massive.
That's crazy.
Real time translation. So, and I don't see any help on here or anything.
It
But
says currently speech translation is only available on computers. Participants who join through mobile or Meet hardware can't use this feature. It can only be enabled by Google AI Pro, so you have to enable it. But you actually do have. I will happily report back next week.
Okay, all right, we're gonna find out about that.
There's that's awesome.
There is a lot of settings in host controls here.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I actually, so when I chose Meet, I was like, gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do an episode on Google Meet and generative AI. I mean, we can talk about Google Meet all day, right? But like, how do I make it relevant to our AI4AnyoneLIVE platform? And I think as I started to dig in, I was like, oh, like it's right there, like
yeah, it's all data, right? This is all unstructured data.
And like, I think Nate's actually been talking a lot about sort of like the unintentional workflows lately. And this is such a good example of an unintentional workflow that saves time, resources, energy, organization. I mean, it makes me want to like consider, do I just switch to Google Meet? Because it would make things easier for me to just have it all stored in the drive and not have this back and forth everywhere.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. What are some of your thoughts and takeaways? We've got a couple. I want to talk about the Upskillerator. I want to talk about the AI Equity Project, but I want to hear sort of like what you learned today, because I didn't really prep you very much.
No, I think that one of the things I notice here is that is how quickly competitors are bringing new tools online. So a friend of mine is building a facilitation app that is really interesting called Collab. And at some point I would love to have him on and to walk through it. And I talked with him when I was in New York.
Okay.
And he said one of the hardest parts of this is that what you have to hit in terms of parity just to have an app that is workable these days, because expectations are so high for things now, is really hard to achieve. And that makes a lot of sense because there's so much gravity now in these large tools, and there's pluses and minuses to that. And I'm on panels talking about the pluses and minuses a lot. What it means for AI4Anyone, though, small operators that have little mission or little middle, I can't remember how to speak now, little nonprofits that can't afford some of those high end resources, it is just available now for the price of curiosity and time. Which is not nothing. It is not nothing. It takes a lot of time. But I think the other takeaway from this is, if you don't like where a tool is right now, wait for 6 months. And I think this is where it's going to be really hard to know how to make purchasing decisions in the future. I wouldn't want to be looking at a CRM right now or an ERP or any of those large systems, because those systems are just data containers at this point.
Yes.
Where it gets really challenging. And so for the first time, I think there's a huge advantage in being small.
Yes.
Huge advantage in being small because you can pivot quickly and take advantage of new technology in a way that used to be reserved for only enterprise. And now, like, they are slow moving. They're the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And so,
That's a really like, it's a great thing to articulate because it's something that we've felt and thought for a while, but I
yeah,
think it's really helpful to hear it like
yep,
that.
right. The thing I will just keep coming back to is
You
that
see that hat moving?
no, I did not see
It's
that
moving
hat
a little
moving.
bit and it's
Okay, all
freaking
right.
me out, but it's
That's
just
freaking me out too. If your hat in the
it's the
background is
air, it's
moving.
the AC. It's the
Oh, okay.
I'm
All right.
panicked though, sorry.
Yeah, right. Well, I had an alien in my background earlier, so I can tell the background.
It is spooky season. Oh my gosh, it's October 1st. I
It
can't
is
wait. I'm
October
gonna
1st.
I'm gonna deck
Is
out
that,
in the Halloween
I
stuff.
did not know that you're an Octoberist, that you're a Halloweenist, but it is not
Any
surprising at
excuse
all.
to look ridiculous, I am in. I bought these like skull earrings the other day. I can't wait to wear them just for this group.
That's awesome.
Okay,
Okay,
really
wait. So
quickly.
that's the thing I didn't see. You used to be able to like put a pirate hat on, an eye patch, and stuff in Google Meet. Did they take all that stuff out?
Probably because that one lady was like a literal attorney and was like, "I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to not be a cat."
Oh, the cat. That wasn't.
Yeah.
Was that Google Meet?
No, it was Zoom, but like,
That was that
let's
is
maybe
the
not
best
do that.
video out there. Okay, we will find that and bring that next week because everybody has to see that. It is
Yeah, they have
so
it.
amazing.
Crazy.
All right.
Really quick shout out to Mina Das at Namaste Data, and she just
Yes.
released the AI Equity Project. It's a research project that she and her organization, along with some of their sponsors, help sort of like get out into the world. And I just want to, I always like to make sure we call out some of our partners and the thought leaders in our industry. Like we've done it with Neon One and Tim Sarantino and the work that he does in the generosity report. So AI Equity Project is another report that I highly suggest folks hop in and check out. And I would be remiss if I didn't let everybody know that after this, every Wednesday, we hang out with a smaller cohort of people where we work on upskilling and really just getting in. And I think we've talked about it a lot today. Like curiosity really is where we land.
Yeah.
This is the group that you get to be sort of like curious with other people. We sort of bring a template of what the day's plan is, and then we all just sort of start building and trying and learning together. And so that's one thing that we have a lot of fun, and it's a really chill group, which I appreciate, and it's a smaller group, which I also appreciate. So I highly suggest and encourage everyone to join. And yeah.
I'm learning, by the way, I'm learning a lot in the process of the Upskillerator, what makes it work. And the two things, one is hearing what other people are doing is a huge win. That is momentum that carries everyone forward. It's weird how much of a difference that makes. And number two, and this is, from Mallory, who just pointed out, one of the best ways to deal with nervous system dysregulation is to practice spaces where you're going, like rehearsing things. And so one of the things I've realized is the Upskillerator is kind of the arena where it is safe to come try stuff. And
Yes.
we create some of the guardrails, and you can try this. It's okay. We'll put pricing up there. We'll put limits on there. We think through data privacy and all those kinds of questions, but takes the pressure off. And that practice is actually really needed right now, a space where you can just go practice. So I feel like that's one of the things that works at the Upskillerator.
I completely agree. I think, and Practivated does a good job of demonstrating the value of practice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely.
I was presenting like sort of AI 101 for an association of fundraising professionals here in South Dakota. And we had extra time at the end. And so I was like, let me just pull up what I'm talking about. Like one, that this was a vibe code project, like a very well-educated, well backed up by research and evidence. But ultimately it started with Mallory and an idea. And she was like, I wonder if I can. And then she realized how far she could take it. Right.
Oh yeah.
So I pulled it up in the middle of literally in the middle of my session. And I started to have a conversation because the University of South Dakota just moved their med school to Sioux Falls, which we moved it basically from the college town to the big city, which is, we have less than 1 million people in our state. So like, take it for what it is. But there's a bunch of like hubbub about that. And so you can imagine those fundraisers are getting those calls. And so I was like, let me just set up a donor that's pissed about this. And so for people to be able to see like, oh, that's what you mean when we say practice. I'm like, yeah, yes, practicing cold calling and all those things are really helpful, but being able to actually practice those things that you aren't able to just get in and do And similarly with the Upskillerator, being able to actually get in and be like, okay, I want to figure out how I'm going to build an impact report from this data. Like we're just going to work together and try and build it via artifact, whether it's through Claude or Gemini or whatever. It's those things that like you just don't allot yourself that time to do. And so in a lot of ways, this group, what we do is we basically are like, this is our hour a week that we get to play. And it's a nice, like someone else tells us what we're going to play in, but then we give ourselves the permission to do it. So I just think that that example really like rounds it out for us.
And Dan is reminding me to mention the AI club. And what I can say right now is stay tuned for the AI club because stay tuned for AI club coming soon. So
the AI club. I love it.
Exactly. And it's building off some of the things that we've learned here. And then Dan's geniusness, of course. And so I think, stay tuned. Looking forward to what's next with that. And thank you everybody for joining. It is so great to have people that are willing to come in and experience curiosity with us. We look at some AI tools every week. And Sami, thanks for all the prep as always.
Yeah, I do want to one last little thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to show folks that I changed the new pick. Who this?
Does it?
I changed my pick.
Oh, look at you. All right. What's the topic next Wednesday?
Well, I have written down, so there's Gemini in Chrome, like in tabs. I'm going to do a little digging today before I commit us to that one though.
Yeah.
If it's not that, actually, I'm likely to revisit Sheets, and I know people don't love Sheets because it feels very data heavy.
Wait, who said that? Who said that they don't love Sheets?
It can feel overwhelming for people who aren't data people. So like, it's our job to show you that you don't have to be a data person to like Sheets. And they just keep adding improvements to Sheets. And so that might be one that we cover. But if people have thoughts or ideas or past episode topics that we've covered, let us know, because I'm happy to cover or recover anything. But yeah, I like to wait. I like to make Tim wait until I put the announcement out.
I love not knowing what we're doing. I don't know if everybody knows. I do not. When I hop in, I don't know what we're talking about. And I think that is actually really, that's really fun. So
it's fun for me.
Yeah, I think it works. So
yeah. All right. Well, you got to get to the Upskillerator. So we will talk to you later, everybody.
See you next week.